Jai Hind everyone. My today's topic is terrorism. In the modern era, terrorism is becoming increasingly complex and difficult to face. Terrorism in its core is the use of fear, violence and intimidation for religious, political or ideological gain. Unlike traditional crime which relies on financial or personal gain, terrorism is fundamentally ideological. To understand terrorism, we first have to understand the strategy it utilizes, that is the strategy of fear. Usually, the immediate victims of a terrorist attack are not the ultimate target. The ultimate target is the fear, the physiological state of a society. If people in a country are fearful of a terrorist organization, they can force their government to concede to the demands of a terrorist organization. Terrorist organizations are highly aware of the media outlets and often choose their targets which are culturally important financial hubs or monuments. For example, the 2001 Parliament attack or the 2008 Mumbai attacks. The sites for these terrorist attacks were chosen for high media coverage, as the true target is always the psyche of the society. Terrorism in its core is all about the fear it can generate. There are several types of terrorism. For example, there is state-sponsored terrorism. In it, a sovereign country always provides financial backing, weaponry to a terrorist organization. For example, Lashkar-e-Taiba in Pakistan. Then there is domestic terrorism. For example, in terrorists attack their own government to overthrow it or to fight the oppression of the government. That is called domestic oppression. A new form of terrorism is still evolving, that is the cybercrime or the cyber terrorism. In this, terrorists often target the vital Indian or other countries' infrastructure in hopes of breaking it. Now, while the situation for terrorism looks grim, there are solutions. The solution includes both hard power and soft power. Hard power includes immediate border security, intelligence, etc. While hard power is the immediate solution, soft power comes in for de-radicalization programs or providing education to the vulnerable sites, such as Indian government often focuses on Jammu and Kashmir youth so they don't get radicalized. In conclusion, I want to say targeting terrorism in the long run doesn't mean violence for violence. What it actually means, it's conserving the values that we preach, that is democracy, human rights, and most importantly, justice. Thank you.